Do we have a go at Jim now?
We have to, Bill.
Now, Jim, now just shut up for a minute because
Okay.
fair dinkum. We all know you were born and raised in Perth, okay?
Yes,
You were
royalty.
sent to Adelaide
Claremont.
because you're a turd.
Claremont.
You're a turd at school in Perth and you got sent to Adelaide, yes?
Yeah,
That's
they need
true.
to share me round.
Toughen him up a bit.
So the problem we get, and then of course you come over to Melbourne for a while and probably not
That's
that
it.
well known,
Star there.
to be honest. But when you go back to Perth, you are a fair dinkum, you're a knob and you're a nuffy. An absolute knob and nuffy.
Oh,
'Cause-
nuff.
Well, Bill, I witnessed this firsthand last year during the finals period.
That's right.
Yeah,
See,
so I can verify what you're
goes back
saying.
there.
Oh, yeah.
And not just you, the love of your life, Lisa. Wow, she's on TV last night because they flashed to the Brayshaws. There's Lisa. Had to
commentary?
bear her out and putting lippy on and
Mascara.
Mate, mascara. And they had a blue and she was called Ran because she was crying. And then,
Eyeshadow.
oh, mate, everything possible. Had a new frock on from the local hardware shop. Anyway, she thinks
From the hardware shop.
she thinks she's the Queen of Perths now because
Bill.
everyone's texting and ringing her.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't get her to turn up to my joint to help with me Renault, but she's over in Perth floozing around. And then, of course, Queen of the TV. Could I just say?
Yeah, I think you
Yes,
did.
yeah, you did.
Probably
And
should.
Rosie's
Move
just
on.
Move on.
So
she's
then,
hovering over the button.
and
Like that helicopter.
And then out on the ground, what about the interview between the Brayshaws?
Oh,
So
well-
you got Angus have signed a 6-year deal, right?
Yep.
You've got Andrew, who's going to be the Brownlow favourite, and is. So Jim sees an opening.
Yeah.
This is an opening for Jimmy.
I saw it, did I?
Yes.
To get out on the
It was
grass.
me that saw it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
I don't know if it's called riding on the coattails or milking or bandwagon or whatever it is, but Uncle James.
Jumping on the...
Bill,
I hear Uncle James one more. I'll spew up. I've had enough. And even you couldn't even play football, but you're out in the ground. Even your brother was a better footballer than you. He played football, and I'm sick of you, Jim.
Bill, what's happened here is he's no longer the biggest Brayshaw in the family.
Yeah.
And he's got to swan in on Angus and Andrew.
That's
and,
right.
And
Oh,
I'm glad you raised
He's
this
saying he's
because-
third.
Easily third.
Oh,
he
easily.
may be
Oh.
fourth because
Fourth.
Mark is doing something very special in the medicinal cannabis
Cannabis, yeah.
space, so couldn't get it out.
He's in the Caribbean.
I'm on the product.
And so is Jim. Jim's on it at the minute, bouncing around.
So, but Bill, this interview last week, you interviewed Angus on the rush hour on Monday or Tuesday. You interviewed Andrew on Friday.
Yeah, hang on. I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
We interviewed Angus. Beautiful. It went for 15 minutes. We had to cut it up to 2 segments.
Yep.
This is on the Wednesday night. Doesn't say boo to Uncle James about the signing.
Oh.
So we've got it in the can. We're going to play it the next day. It's a nice interview. It's the biggest decision of my life, Uncle James. I don't know
The
what
next
to
day.
do, Uncle
Well,
James.
he'd already done
this
it.
is the night before. Mate, this Uncle James. I've got to do my due diligence, Uncle James.
Diligence.
Whatever. The greatest interview you've ever
You're on the
heard.
cannabis too, Bill.
Dilliance.
He needs some.
Anyway, next morning we wake up because he's on the show that day. We put it over a day.
Yeah.
He signs a 6-year deal. Didn't mention it. Did not mention it to Uncle James.
And I can't verify this, Bern, but
Yeah.
you've got connections at Melbourne.
Yes.
I got told by a Melbourne player at the start of this year. Now, I haven't verified it, so
Yeah.
it may not be right, but I'm prepared to go with it.
I'll get to the bottom of it.
That this player had been told by Angus that when Jim interviews him
Yeah.
on any form of media, that he has to call him. He says, "You call me Uncle James." Now, and again, I reckon there's some evidence to this because I heard this during the week. I heard it last night during the pre-match interview that he had Bill with Channel 7.
Never condone violence, Uncle James. We'll never.
Uncle James.
Oh, there's something in it, Bert.
Oh, mate.
No, there
I'll
is.
tell you what it is, Fat, and you can shut your fat head for a second and listen. I'll tell you what it is. It's called respect, and you could have some too every now and then. That's a young man having respect for his great uncle. Both of them, in fact. And as for saying I'm coming third, Bernard, give me a spell. I'm that far out of those two, it doesn't matter, Duck, and they know it. They're trailing in behind, and they've just got to learn the
There's mention
caper.
of fourth. There's mention of fourth here.
There's something else too.
There is something else.
Something else.
But we are worried about you, Jim, because you're trying to get all your friends around you. You've already got your punter. My great mate punter on Channel 7. Then you got Bluey, your second best mate. You got him across from Foxtel or Nine or wherever he was, and he's there. And then we hear last night, Bernie, exclusive revelation.
Exclusive.
His third best mate. JL is joining him
That's
as
it.
well on Channel 7. You're just bringing them all in, Jim, under the umbrella.
All sit around and look at each other.
Bernard, let me just say this. The other mob over the other side were throwing millions at him. But eventually loyalty counts. Bill, again, you can listen up.
Yes,
and he
Uncle
stays
James.
with 7. He'll be magnificent over the course of the summer. It's nice to have him on board.
What's he going to bring?
Oh, what's he going to bring? He's only been in that dressing room for 6 years. I reckon he's going to bring some decent insight. Only played 100 test matches himself.
Right. I hope you've got a little stepladder for him or something because you can't see him. But anyway, now, just not on... Now, we're nearly finished with you, Jim, but
No, yeah, finished.
something come across my desk.
No.
So I'm on my computer doing memos and emails.
Were you
and
doing your
everything.
due diligence?
Memos.
And I'm listening to my podcast because I'm very
Due
passionate about that, the
diligence.
listener app. So I'm there, and guess what popped up from the AFL? AFL 2022 Brownlow invitee list.
Yep.
Damo, right?
Oh.
You got access to this.
So I did. I don't know how, but it comes through. Actually, you sent it to me. But anyway, so it comes through, and I'm reading A's, and they're all there, all the big
A's.
A's, and then I
Who's
got
an A? Give me an example.
Anderson.
Alan, and then I get to B.
Brad
right?
Allen?
Yeah, Brad Allen. Then I get to the B's.
Yeah.
So no, Brownless, of course.
Yep.
But
No,
Brayshaw.
definitely not.
Really?
Brayshaw
Really?
times 2.
Plus one.
No,
the plus
that'd
one.
be Angus.
That'd have to be-
Andrew's a favourite.
No, it's not A, and it's not Angus, and it's not Andrew. It's Jay Brayshaw.
Jay?
Of course it
James
is.
Brayshaw.
No, he hates
Of course
these
it
things.
is.
Hates
He
these
doesn't.
nights.
He's like the
Yeah.
Logies. He doesn't like going to these
He
things.
hates these. So
Did you
James
say
Brayshaw
times 2?
times 2. So
Or plus one.
or
Plus one.
So,
Yeah, right. Whichever one.
Bill, you wouldn't go to the Brownlow if someone paid you, would you?
But Jim
It's the most
says-
boring night.
Jim says the Logies most boring night
Yeah.
ever, and the Brownlow.
Yep.
You give me $1 million, I wouldn't even go.
Yeah.
So Jim, why are you going to the Brownlow?
I get invited every. It's just a matter of whether I go or not. That's how it
What's
works.
your mail, Bill?
Now,
Opening of an envelope.
well, the other mail is he wasn't invited because
Yeah.
he's not the president anymore, and he hasn't got that much pull in Melbourne.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
it was in Perth. He might got invited, but he rang
no.
Jim.
This
No.
is complete
This is not-
fabrication,
Who do you
by the way. You're
Jim,
making
no.
shit up.
Rang Gil.
No!
Rang Gil. Oh, Gil, old mate, I need a couple of tickets to Brownlow. Can you help me out?
Can you do that?
Well, I can't.
No,
You
I
can't.
Jim can.
No, because you haven't got any pull.
I can.
Now, Jim, is that right? Is that
No,
right?
that's incorrect. And stop making stuff up, fat guts. I'm telling you.
I guess confirmation, Bill.
Fat guts. I got him. I got him.
I'm going because they need some sizzle. And I can see why. The thing needs to be elevated, fat.
You
That's the
and
only
Lisa.
reason.
Where's the sizzle, the plus one?
Jim, you would have been to a couple of Brownlows. Why would you want to go?
Because Lisa wants to go.
I've got to be brutally honest. I'm not that pumped about going, but every now and then you take the hit. Every now and then you take the hit.
Fair dinkum, Jim. Absolute flog. Lisa's just texted me.
Oh.
I'd shut up now, Bill.
She confirmed that.
Yeah,
She's about to sharpen up her invoice.
But yes, we're going to the Brownlow.
Yes, we are.
She's about to sharpen her invoice up, fat. There's another couple of O's for you to contend with.
She's at Scanlon Theodore now.
Oh.
A frock.